going to hit today, we're going to talk about how you can close your deals in a changing market. Here's the first question you have to ask yourself. Are you a professional? It's important, designation in your brain. Okay, a financial professional with an emphasis on real estate always knows your market and is prepared for its shifts. Second, because you are a professional, you automatically do what is necessary to be one. And third, because you are one and you do what's required, you will have the knowledge and understanding to provide the necessary information to your clients for them to feel confident and make the right choices. So, we're going to talk about real estate cycles because all of you have heard of it. We've all heard about real estate. I'm going to give you a little more in-depth explanation. And this is important to teaching your clients, especially when the market shifts. You have the appreciation, which is the upside. You have the top, which is a settling, you settle. Then you have your crash or settling, depending on whether this is a crash or it settles. And then you have your bottom, where you bottom out, and it goes to the cycle again. That is a real estate cycle. That is a financial cycle. Okay, in the real estate cycle, if you use the real estate cycle, the residential real estate cycle is your baseline. Okay, now stop right there. So you have your appreciation, it tops out, it crashes, it bottoms out, it appreciates, notes it gets a little higher the next time, and it balances. Residential real estate leads. Next. Commercial, next. Runs 2 to 3 years behind it. So right now, for the last 3 months, 4 months, you've seen a settling, right? Slow down. Our real estate market slowed down, right? I got a commercial deal right now with 9 LOIs. Okay, I have 9 different people trying to get this right now. We've gone from 1.4 to 1.7 to 5. This is fine. We're still fighting. We're still fighting it out. There's this massive fight because commercial is 2 to 3 years behind residential. Next. Light industrial runs 1 to 2 years behind commercial. Next. Okay, so just put your cycles. So the blue represents our residential. That's where most of us make our money. Okay, let's talk a little bit. This is an important piece. Money come in. We have a trough, right? The bottom of the cycle. Everybody remembers 4 years ago when the market was on the bottom? 5 years ago when the market was on the bottom, right? Okay, it corrects. It goes up, as we know. That's the appreciation. It hits a peak, and then it hits a trough. In other words, pricing gets so high that a home's not worth it anymore, or not enough people can afford it. So people quit buying, so that it adjusts and it comes down. Sometimes the adjustments are a full-blown crash, like what we just went through. Most of the time, they're what's called a micro-adjustment. Price gets too high, people can't afford it, they stop buying, the prices settle, and then it levels out. Appreciation and depreciation sides of the real estate cycle have what's called micro-adjustments. Now, this is where you're going to get, this is where your business is going to be made in the next 2 years, by the way. Between right now and the next 2 years, understanding micro-adjustments is what you're going to plan to do. Notice, this is 2008, since we can't read. So 10, 12, 14, and 16. This is Seattle, by the way. Notice 2008 was at the top, and it comes down, but then it settled for a while. It made an adjustment. And it goes down, and it settles, and it goes down, and it goes up, and it goes down, and it goes up, and it starts going up, and it settles. Oh, and it takes appreciation, and then it dips and settles. That's called a micro-adjustment. That is not a crash. That's a micro-adjustment. Houses got too expensive for that moment, and people slowed down buying them. People said, oh my gosh, the world's going to end, and started throwing their house, get rid of my house, sell it. And then the buyers who were smart understood it's not a crash. So they didn't wait. They bought the adjustment and made a better deal and rode the rest of the appreciation. This is an important, critical concept for you to know. Micro-adjustments. You have optimism, right? Oh gosh, the cycle's going up. Ooh, I'm getting into it. It's exciting. That's enthusiasm. Then it gets carried away. Oh my gosh, my house is worth, you're exhilarated, right? Then you get to the point of euphoria. It's going to go on forever. I'm making millions. I'm having a wonderful time. Well, then it starts to level off. In 2000 and it was about 9, everybody said that we'll never get back, we'll never get rid of all the inventory, and we'll never get back to 2005 prices. It will never happen. Okay, 3 years ago you passed 2005 prices. It always comes back. Always. Then we started again, you hope, belief, and now we're back to optimism. So This is a very critical slide. I want everybody to copy it. Because when you're dealing with buyers and sellers, you need to know where they're at emotionally. And usually it follows the cycle, unless they're educated. And who's going to educate them? You are. You are. Okay, here we are. Now let's look at this. King County, on October of 2017, the average home was $632,625. That was value. October last year, 1 year from now. We hit our top in April of 18, in which case we went up 15% to 725. And that's where it topped out. And it started coming down. Currently, we're at 671. So here's the question. I own a home. I bought a home in December of 16. I paid $632 for it, right? Did I lose money this year or gain money? I gained. Even though it went up to an incredible amount, and then it couldn't sustain itself, interest rates went up and went, woo, and everybody panicked. I'm still ahead of the game. And when you can educate your sellers and your buyers about this path, then suddenly they're more confident about what they're doing. They can make better choices. And choices means you sell more deals at better prices. Okay? And if you look at Snohomish County, Snohomish took all the way until June. Okay? They went up 16% and they dropped. Now they're at an 8% gain. Anybody here not want an 8% gain on a seller? I'll take it. Pierce went up to, on May. Pierce went up 13%, but look, they've only dropped to 11. Why is Pierce not taking as big a drop? Because their price has been decided. Let me explain something. You remember that 28.6 or 26.8% California for 6.5 years? While San Diego County was just going crazy, there's a place called Lemon Grove, a wonderful place. From 2005 to 2006, we made a 39% increase in value. Targeted it, bought over 50 homes for our clients, went in, did a little rehab, wrote them for 1 year, dumped them, and everybody made at least 35%. It was awesome. Del Mar, La Jolla, and Rancho Santa Fe, the original, averaged less than 3% appreciation the same year. You know why? Because in Lemon Grove, the houses were $500,000, and in Del Mar, they were $1.5 million. There's only so many people at the top end. A lot more people at the bottom. That's why Pierce County is actually still doing better, but the numbers are small. And you need to know these things. So notice, all your clients, if I bought in Pierce County, I'm ahead 11%, even though I was up 13%. This is called a micro adjustment. It gets too high, not enough people can afford it. Oh, they quit buying so many, it comes down to where it levels out, and that's what sticks for a while. How long does it last on average in King County? The slowdown, how long does it last, guys?
4 to 5 years.
4 to 5 years. How long is the appreciation cycle, the rapid appreciation? How long does that last?
2 to 3.
2 to 3. Now you know your cycles. You guys are in this long term, you're pros. Next page, please. Let's talk about the inventory. King County in January had 1 month worth of inventory. So total houses that you had in January were gone by February. Inventory turnover. Yeah. Now we're at 3 months. 3 months. Sounds terrible, huh? Until you realize that any market in the United States or any part of the world that has 3 months of inventory or less is considered a hot market. This is a hot market. This is a really hot market. The difference is we're so used to slapping a house out there, having 10 offers, and you're under contract in 4 days, that being under contract in 30 or 40 or 50 days seems really long. But it's not. No. Inventory in Pierce, 1.4 months, now we're up to 2.1. Inventory in Snohomish County went from 0.9, a little less than 1 month, to 2.4 months. That just means that people are panicking. You know what that means? That means there are so many houses overpriced, and they're going to expire, and they're going to cancel, and they're not going to know what to do. And along is going to come you with more knowledge than the average agent in this market, and you can explain this to these sellers, adjust their price to the market, and you'll get the listing. Educating you, your sellers, your buyers. Okay, first, right, this is the key. When you go into a listing, or even with a buyer, You ever notice, for those of you who've done listings, that a lot of times it feels confrontational? You're trying to talk them into something, and they're going back at you. That's not how it works. And you need to stop doing that right now. When I go and I work with Mylene, and I'm helping Mylene, if me and Mylene against the market, I'm your resource, even if I haven't listed the house yet, to help you take your home to the market. And that is a critical mental and emotional difference. Picture yourself this way. I'm here with you. You and I are working together, and we're going out to this market. We're going to take my expertise and your inventory, and we're going to get you the most amount of money that we get you in the least amount of time. That's the approach. It's not me against him, or me against him, or me against you. I'm here to help. Okay, next. Okay, help them understand the real estate cycle concept. We'll put some things together. Those of you who would like more information about this, or to gain this information, give us your emails, and we will email you a series of slides and other things that you can use to help you get educated and educate your people. Next. Okay, provide them with solid comps and show the changes over the current cycle. If I pull comps from 3 months ago, which you can do, okay, if you know how to use the MLS, I can pull what a house was 4 months ago, 5 months ago. Now, okay, you can just figure out what it's worth today, use the numbers I showed you before, which by the way came from the MLS, recalculate, and come up with what it was worth. You can show them the cycle. You know, George, you missed the top of it right now, that's okay, because we're still up. Here's where we're at. And if they understand it makes sense, then, oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, then they can make a logical choice. Next. Okay, here's the big one. If you're listing properties and your seller will not come in at a price that is in the market or below, especially on this side with not just an insanely seller's market, walk. It's not worth your time. Think about this. $700,000 house, they want 8. Okay? Why would you list that? Unless you just want to generate some buyers off of it, you're never going to sell it. You're going to put money, time, other things into this. This is assets. And they're not reasonable. You can walk, it's okay. You get a buyer like my buyer that came from Hawaii, California. He was unreasonable. Oh, no, I've been in this for 5 years in Hawaii, this is how it works. Well, that's great. In Oceanside and San Diego right now, that's not how it works. And I had to sit him down, and he was actually quite upset. But it took me 3 weeks, and he kept coming back in, arguing with me. And after 3 weeks, he finally said, okay, I get what the market's at. And here was his question, he goes, how do we make money in this market? Ah, glad you asked, let me show you. And he became my buyer. And we bought a lot of houses. Okay, get educated. Next. Okay, keep going. This is for you. What is your unique selling proposition? This is a very quick overview. I'm going to give you 60 seconds of this, but I want you to study it and come up with one. Next, I'm going to show you some examples. Guaranteed to sell your house in 45 days or I'll pay you $1,500. You guys ever heard that? Rango has. I've used it. It's great. Get you in the door. Mind you, there's a criteria of 100 things they have to do to pay to get the $1,500, and it's paid at closing if it sells, but to get you in the door. Another one, guaranteed sold in 45 days, we'll buy it from you. Okay? What you're saying is, I'll buy it from you at 80% of today's market, and it's all in a document up front, but it gets you in the door. And if I can't sell this, I will buy it at this price, because I've got well over 100 investors that at 80% of the market will buy it right now for cash and close in 7 days. Now I just got a sale, didn't I? Either way I got a sale. It gets you in the door. Another one is for people buyers. You know what? You buy this home, you're worried about the market, you're worried about, you're not sure. If you don't love your home that we get you in the first 6 months, if you don't love it, I'll sell it for free and help you find the way to do it. You'll sell it for free? Yeah, I will sell it for free. I'll list it. It won't charge you 3%. Come on. Think about this. I got a sale, right? A buyer. I'm getting a sale, which I may not make money on, but I'm going to get another buyer. And all of the people that come to that house, an open house, are going to generate more buyers to maybe sellers for me. You'll make money. Those are some unique selling propositions. It gives you an angle that most people aren't thinking about. So you want to build one of these. You want to have one. We'll help you with it. Yes, sir. Next. Next. Okay. Here you go. This is how to sell a house. If it's already listed, next, update the listing. Pictures, critical. 92% of the people start to search for homes on the internet. 87% of that are now using a mobile, and pictures drive everything. If your pictures are shoddy, don't look great, and don't pop, renew them. Okay, landscaping. Trim the house up, give them a haircut. Trim things back, get them to make some changes so it looks great. Cleaning it. Another one, get your sellers more flexible in showing times. A lot of times when you're in a hard seller's market when you first come out, sellers have to have, I got 2 days, appointment, stop it. You want to sell your house in this market, you've got to educate them. Educate your sellers. Reprice it. Now, that's a tough one. You recomp it, you show them the net proceeds, and then you solve other issues. Because usually when someone's selling a house, they're moving someplace, right? I've got to have X amount of money. I need 200,000 of this, and if we roll the price, I'm only going to have 150. If I have 150, I can't buy the house I want. Oh, really? Why is that? Let's talk about that house. Let's figure out what the real issue is. The real issue is they need to get into this home. And they think they can't get it with what they're going to get. If you can solve that issue, they'll reprice like that. And they'll solve their problems. They think that way. I'm solving problems. Next. Selling incentives for the selling brokers. Anybody seen any advertisements in your email come across where you get 4%? Mm-hmm. I get them every day. Yeah. That's when I know, by the way, that's when I know market shifting. I start getting these increases in commissions. I get a bunch of them. We've been getting them for 5 months now. Market shifting. Okay. Cash offers. Extra $5,000 to close this house. Trips, gifts, etc. There's a lot of things you can do to incentivize a broker. Okay? Our title people do this. You offer seller concessions to the buyers. Closing costs, assessments, repairs, taxes. Right now, you guys know that if we buy a house mid-year, that the seller pays the first 6 months of the taxes, and the buyer pays the next 6 months, right? Well, when it was hot buyers, seller's market, I was having buyers offer to pay those taxes. And it was being deals cut. What was it? $2 grand? It's $2 grand. So what? It comes. It worked. Same thing going the other direction. Sometimes it's selling as a home sold. There's a lot of other things they can do. Maybe there's certain repairs that need done. There's a lot of things you can do to incentivize the buyers. Then edit your videos and give it the wow factor. Okay. If you don't have videos from your pictures on your homes, get them. There's so many sources for free. Get them. Video is selling everything. It's the first thing people do now. Get videos. Next. Okay. This is an old school statement. I talked to Rango about this, and he goes, "What? Nah." Okay? You sell a kitchen, you don't sell a house. You guys know that, right? Think about that. You sell a kitchen. Because where does a family or a person center out of in a home? Your food, you sit, you talk, you meet. Everything functions from a kitchen. It's price. So wait, come on. I don't care if the market's up. I don't care if it's the bottom of 2009. Every home has a price that sells like that. That's the market. Okay? So, if you get lots of showings and offers and your home is priced correctly. Next. Please. If you get a few showings and one low offer, you're somewhere usually between 2 and 5% over the market. I don't care if the market's stagnated and there's 10,000 homes on it. If you want to sell it, you got to price it right. Next. If you get a few showings and no offers, you're somewhere between 5 and 10% over the market. And if you get nothing, no showings and a few drive-bys, you're usually 12% or more. So here's the thing. No matter what that seller wants to believe, in 3 weeks of listing, you go sit down, you look at the numbers, you hand this to him and say, this is where we're at. Because remember, I'm here with you, Eileen, helping you take your home to the market. And this is what the market's told us. This is how we know. It's always the price. That's it. Next. Okay, how to get a buyer's broker to show and choose a listing when it's a buyer's market. Okay? Here's the first one. Anybody that shows your house, call them. Don't text them, don't email them, I know that's all real easy, don't message them. Pick up the phone and call them and talk to them. Ask them what happened, ask them their thoughts, get some feedback. You know why you're doing that? You're not really learning about the house. You've got a buyer's broker out there you're developing a relationship with. And they're the ones that will drive the buyers to buy or not buy your house. Get to know them. Next, incentivize them again. How about 4% instead of 3, or 3.5% versus 2.5%? Incentivize them. Come on, I'm motivated. None of you, if you had 10 homes, right, to show your buyers that all fit them, and 5 of them were 4% commission, and 3 of them were 3, and 2 of them were 2.5, and you only had time to show 5 houses, I'm sure none of you would pick the 5 that were 4%, would you? No.
I'll pick the ones my clients want to see.
Okay. I know. I'm incentivized.
I don't care what it is.
There you go. Extra cash to closing trips. Okay, this is cute. Respond to buyers brokers quickly. Okay, now here, we just came off the other side, right? And I can't tell you the number of times, a good 100+ times, since basically March, I've had listings where I answer my phone every time. And buyers broker, and then, or if I don't, right back to them. And you know what the buyers brokers all, 85, 90% of them all were like, wow, I'm a listing broker, you answered your phone. Thank you. Wow, you called me right back. And you were so, wow, thank you. Now, what's that tell you? Most listing brokers, when it's a hot listing market, think you're the top dog, and you are, and treat everybody else. When it flips, they'll remember you. And you will remember the listing brokers who are that way to you, won't you? Be cool to everybody. Be a professional. Answer that phone. Okay? Remember, your voicemail is evil. Remember Dr. What's his name? Okay? It's evil. Your voicemail is evil. Don't ever let it go there if you can help it. Take the call. Communication between humans is, come on, that's it. Next. Good. Incentivize the buyers. Same thing. You're showing these things to these buyers brokers. Hey, did you know that we'll provide you home warranty? Hey, did you know that my seller, what's holding them up? Well, there's this big assessment coming up in the HOA. It's $10,000, and my buyer's getting if they buy this, they're going to have to pay it, and they don't want to. Well, maybe the seller's going to pay it. Maybe it's a split. There's a lot of things. You don't know until you talk. So pick up the phone and call these people. Next. Okay, here you go. How do you develop a savvy buyer that know how to take advantage of the market share? Again, we're back to this thing, okay? Make sure you have educated your buyers on real estate cycles and current predictions for this market. Get them the information. Become the source. Okay, how many of you watch the news? Come on, raise your hand. Anybody watch news on TV at all? Nobody?
Sometimes.
Okay, who's your news channel?
Q13.
Come on, yeah, I love it because I listen to
Q13.
What's that?
Q13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else watches the news? Anybody? What's your...
I read the news.
Okay.
Who reads anymore?
Why do you go to them for your news?
Because I just like them. Yeah, I trust them. Yeah, I trust them. I like them.
You think it's the most accurate. You like the way they present business, right? Be that channel for your buyers and sellers.
Bad channel.
You are the source. You're the professional. It's not Whitaker, Bean, and Taylor, or whoever it used to be. It's not anybody. It's not Forbes. It's you. You're the pro. Okay, next. Educate your buyers on how we will use this information to negotiate a good or great deal now. So here's the thing. This is not a crash, Mr. Buyer, Mrs. Buyer. It's not a crash. This is a micro adjustment. Right now we've settled, and we're settling going out. So since the sellers think it's still a crash, by taking advantage right now, we can use this knowledge. You and I are going to use this knowledge to buy you a home at the best thing you can get right now. That makes sense to people because you've explained it. The only way you can explain it is if you know it. Next. Show your buyers a solid plan to take advantage of the current state of the market. The only way you can do this is if you know the current state of the market. So, Seattle, King County, goes up 2 to 3 years with a rapid appreciation followed by an adjustment and 4 to 5 years on the flat line. And then what happens? It goes up again. you now know the historic cycle for King County. See how it's the same for the rest of it too. Okay? That's the structure here. Now use that knowledge to teach your buyers. Show them how we're going to take advantage of this. See, this is a great time. Right now, the sellers all think the world's going to cave, and they're panicking. Whenever there's blood running in the streets, there's Rothschild, right? Baron von Rothschild said, buy when there's blood in the streets. When everything's crashing and burning, that's when you buy. Greatest opportunity is when things are wrong. Teach, educate, help. Okay, value add other services. Take advantage of the current market for buyers and sellers too. My team has a tax planner, an asset planner who can protect asset protection. It has CPAs, it has mortgage people, it's got insurance people, it's got investment structures, because most buyers don't have a CPA. Most buyers have no clue how to protect that house. Do you know how to protect the house? I mean, come on. If, let's say one of you gets in trouble with the IRS and you own a home free and clear. You owe $50,000 to the IRS. Whether you do or don't, they just slap the lien on your house because it's in your name. Now, if it's in a trust that some attorney set up, and you've got the structure, and you help the buyer put that together, somebody slips and falls on that house, boom, sues you. I'm suing. I own nothing. These are things that you don't need to understand as much as you need solid people around you. I work with all my buyers to help put them in a better financial position because I am a financial professional. Now, do I do that? No, I don't do taxes. Are you crazy? I don't do legal things. I don't want to know that stuff, but I have great attorneys. I have great tax people. I have great asset protection people. I have great mortgage people. Plus, it allows me once a year to go back into the home and sit down and do a financial plan. Once a year, we're home. It's part of our process. You're the professional. Okay, so that's how you value add other services to your buyers so that they want to do things with you. You're the resource. Next, motivating buyers to close now. Because remember, I hear this a lot. My buyer wants to wait for another 2 years and see when the market crashes. It's not crashing, guys. Teach them. Okay, first and foremost is to understand what is motivating your buyer. What is their big why? Why are they buying? I call it criteria. You all heard this criteria. What's important about X, Y, and Z? Okay? Why are they buying? If you know why they're buying, and you can attach that to doing the action now, they'll buy like this. Because you fulfill their emotional need. Next. Educate your buyers on real estate market cycles and where we are currently within the cycle. Again, people buy emotionally and then they justify logically. Okay, it's like when you go home and explain to whoever your significant other is that it was on sale. I saved $1,000 off this. I did. I saved $1,000. Yeah, it only cost $5, but I saved $1,000. Okay. We've all been through this, right? We do this every day. Oh man, I really wanted that. Did I need it? No, it's a waste of my money. But I need it. Right then, at least. Okay. People buy emotionally, and they justify logically. If it's critical, I'll take it. If not, wait till the end. Yes.
I'll wait till the end.
Okay. For most of us, just wait till the end, okay? Unless it's just something you didn't hear or I don't hear you correctly because I'm deaf, right? So if you're by, I understand that this is a shift. That this shift is a market adjustment, not a crash. This is critical. The more buyers can understand, oh, what a great time. The market's shifting. Everybody thinks it's crashing. I can jump in and take advantage of it and get a deal right now that I might not get in 6 months when everybody figures out it's not a crash. That's how you educate your buyers. That's how you motivate them. One more, okay. And then you attach closing now with their emotional motivations. In other words, closing right now is going to get them what they really want emotionally, and it's not numbers. It ain't 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2,700 square feet, 2 cars. No. What's happening? What's the why? That's what you attach to doing it now. And they'll buy right now. Okay? And then you show them why this is a great deal. Whatever the home is, you work through the structure, you know their emotional reasons, you've given them the justifications, and you show them how this is a great deal right now, or a good deal. It's exactly what you want. And if you can work on these things, and we can show you how, there's just little things. Okay, little What happens when we teach you how to use the phone correctly in the correct strips?
Start getting more
How many
leads.
appointments do you start popping out a day?
Yeah.
A day. Okay? By the way, for all of you, we are going to send this out. We're going to, anybody who wants to come in on a Friday afternoon for 2 hours, Brett, our telemarketer with 30 plus years in the business, will sit down with you and teach you scripts and everything and work with you to master the phone so you're totally confident. And we've tested this out last week, and you get 2 or 3. What did you get? 2 or 3 the first day that you sat down? Yeah,
I got 2 the first day I sat
Thank
down.
you.
Yeah.
And Brian got 3 first day. Appointments. To go out right then. Because we'll teach you to master the phones. Especially if you're afraid of them. Anybody afraid of phones? Come on, be honest. Raise my hands. Come on, Rango's even got his hand. You're afraid of the phone. How now, right? What do I say? Oh. Come in here, sit down, often as you need to, and when we're done, you will be awesome. You will be so good. Next. I got carried away there. Let's recap. Understanding microcycles will allow you to educate both sellers and buyers to act now. That's what we want, right? You want your listing to come down in price where it needs to 9 months from now? No, you want it to come down now. You can sell it. Okay? Residential real estate leads the market, then followed by commercial, which is 2 to 3 years behind. It's then followed by light industrial, which is 1 to 2 years behind the commercial cycle. And multifamily is the opposite. And this helps. Like I said, right now I'm dealing with one piece, 6.8 acres. I didn't think I was going to get anything on this one. I have so many offers right now, it's driving this thing to lose. It's just a feeling frenzy right now. But the rest of the market seems to be crashing. Whereas the commercials, behind. That's what it is. Next, historically, the Seattle metro area, by the way, metropolitan statistical area is basically everything from Bremerton down to Olympia. That's called an MSA, okay? Historically, it's 3% per year average, and historically, the Seattle metropolitan statistical area has 2 to 3 years of rapid appreciation, a market adjustment, which we're going through right now, which is the greatest time to take advantage of the shift, and then 4 to 5 years of flatline. And then it starts again. Okay? This is the recap. That's what we did. Next recap, please. Always respond to other brokers quickly and with respect, no matter where you are on the cycle. In San Diego, I'm going to say 05-ish, maybe 06-ish, before the world crashed. I had a buyer's broker I'd worked with before. She called me up and said, look, I know you got 200 offers on this house. I didn't. Something like, I don't know, 15 or 16, okay? But it wasn't 200. And she said, what are we gonna do? And my buyer really needs this house. She laid out a whole story. I said, okay, here's what you gotta match. She said, we can do it. And I went and talked to my seller. And I just said, look, this is a family, they're gonna give them the whole story. And they said, okay, we'll take them. Oh, what? Awesome, move forward. 08, I think it's 08 or 09, right in that range. Okay? I got a listing and my seller needs this house sold. They've got to move, they've got an important, I picked up the phone and called her. How you doing? What's happening? How's it going? Great, listen, I got a house for sale. You pull this up, great. I need it sold now. Can you help me? She said, absolutely. You bet. I got a dozen buyers that are looking for something like that. I'll get one, and she did. She got sold. You know why? Because when it was the epitome of seller's market, I pick up my phone every time. And I treat them with respect, and I call them back, and I take care of them, and I help them, even though I don't have to, because at that time, all you do is throw a house on the market and it's gone. I mean, it was just gone like that. I still took the extra time to work with people. Do that every time. You're a long-term career person. Treat it like that. Next, educate your sellers so they make good decisions. Here's the market, not crashing. It is adjusting though. Here's the adjustment. Here's what we work with. This is the market. What do we want to do? Educate them. They make better decisions if they're educated. Next. Okay. Educate and motivate both the seller and buyer's broker whenever necessary about the current market. Sometimes, with that said, I'll take a drink of water here so that I can actually speak. This is kind of important. How many of you have ever felt, how many of you have kids? Okay. Are they old enough to do little chores? Okay? Not quite, but they will. Okay. What happens if you don't quite move fast enough on a chore? You want to jump in and do it for them, don't you? Because it's just easier to get it done. Okay, that's a good thing. What happens when you run across a selling broker and you have a buyer and you know it's overpriced, but that selling broker is clueless? They don't have your education. What do? Help them. Educate them. Give them the material. Become a resource for those brokers. Those brokers will call you back, by the way. They'll start developing a relationship with you over time. And you'll have, eventually, within 3 or 4 or 5 years, you'll have a network of about 50 to 100 brokers that know you well and like working with you. And they'll literally start coming to you for everything, buyers and sellers. They'll start writing business for you. You'll have them call you up like we did. We've got us buyer's broker. She's very, very good. Different company. She calls us up and says, I listed my own house. I don't really know how to do a listing or how to do a listing site. Would you guys sell my house for me? Sure. Because she trusts us and she knows we know this. Even though she works with another company. Develop, educate and motivate them. Work with them. You're the resource, not just for them. Not just for buyers and sellers for them, but for other brokers. Okay. Educate your buyers about the current state of the market so they can act now. What's that word? With confidence. Remember, confidence is a feeling. It's an emotional feeling. I feel strong about I can do this. You're going to have to give them the justification to touch themselves emotionally. With the laughter. Ready? Jessa? If you don't know what you're doing, you got questions, you panic, call your designated broker or your team. Call us.